Hello everyone, and what is going on? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Happy anniversary for Gran Turismo 7 is about to go entered in the third year of today's weekly challenge. We got some flight events will be listed to go for 2 for brand new and 3 unusual is about to go underway as the celebration to the game is about to be having a main prize total amount to go with 3 credit tickets with 100,000, 200,000 and 500,000 will be entered to have the list of flight events that we're about to take a good look as part of February 2025 update in week number 5 and early in the first week on March. So first up, we have Red Bull Ring Short Track in Sunny Cup Classic. Second, Grand Valley Highway 1 Reverse in American Sunny Cup 600. Third in the middle, Autodromo de Interlagos in Race of Turbo Sports Car, followed by having a brand new special event at Osage Village for the Pescia 205 GTI 1 make. And for the fifth one, Trial Mountain Circuit to take on in the World Rally Challenge Group B edition is about to be placed up to go for the grand finale. For this part of the main segment, this will be a very good celebration to Gran Turismo 7's 3rd year anniversary. It's going to be a participation to have some 5 races will be received to have 3 credit tickets all at once. Better be ready folks, this will have to go with a lineup in session to go all in order. As always, if you're new to my YouTube channel, be sure click the subscribe button, then leave a like and comment at the section down below. Check out the links on the description if you want to see more. Don't forget to click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos in the later future. Let's begin and ready to go for today's weekly challenge. It's been 3 years and it's still going on and strong for Gran Turismo 7 everybody. Now, along with flight events is about to be checked to go for the participation to do the lineup in order, and almost forgot one more thing to have an image to show you because of the support of 3rd year anniversary to the game. With the Nissan GT-R Nismo GT3 2018 GT Movie variation, followed by with the Porsche Vision Gran Turismo and Mazda RX Vision GT3 concept that you guys really might have to come and check it out on other social media platforms. But instead, the first race in Sunny Cup Classic at Red Bull Ring is about to go classic car only on the road going type. Then let's start out, and I'll have to go for the Ferrari 500 Mondeo Pininfarina Coupe 1954. All set, raring to go, and 492.51 performance point is about to be checked by using the Sports Hard compound tires and take on with several road car classics including the Mercedes-Benz Unimog Type 411 1962 will go shorter on the Red Bull Ring, and 3 laps will give a new start at the beginning for a Sunny Cup Classic. And also to be featured to have one GTWS driver since 2023 in the World Finals, Paul Ura is about to get a good hands on the Unimog Type 411 is about to have a description details. I'm Paul Ura from Spain, and I was the Nations Cup champion at the 2023 Gran Turismo World Finals. Today, I'll be driving a slightly quirky Mercedes-Benz truck known as the Unimog. The Unimog was built as a multi-purpose 4x4 truck to excel on rough and rural terrain. Praised for its excellent performance, it's been used to clear land and even provide essential support in disaster areas. This here is the Type 411 from 1962, a rare model said to be the last of the original Unimogs. It's a top-tier vintage machine that pushes the boundaries for what a utility vehicle can be. Alright, one classic vintage 4x4 truck on the track, and good feature to be racing up, and very good for Paul Ura is about to be entered on the 3rd position. Now, all the other drivers are here, including myself on the 12. This will have to get down and have the comfort stop tires with to make it much more basic and will serve to go for a classical beginning moment. I kind of think about the Unimog is a very good kind of a 4x4 commercial truck to be used to transport goods and uses as a transportation in disastrous areas. Got to admit, all kinds of customization options, and very yet importantly to have some 2 different versions with or without a wide body kit. Then let's find out to see how it goes. First race, and countdown on the rolling start by 3 seconds until mark on the green, and give the Ferrari 500 Mondeo to take the first one to go on the track. First turn coming in, and perfect on the brake zone to keep it nice and steady to have a good amount of the handling and give a good maintained balance. Much more quite classical for a piece of cake, and looks like Paul Ura is doing well to be dropped down to be at the 4th place before moving on to have turn number 2. Just have to keep it nice and slow. Overtake the Mercedes-Benz Unimog Type 411 1962 before entered on turn 3 at sector 2. See that, folks? This road car is becoming very high expensive for the Legend Car dealership to get this one to be recommendable to be additional on Sunday Cup Classic. That would be a quite good high valuable fortune to see how this vehicle can actually to take on with some several classic vehicle from the used car dealership, and especially to have a good look onto this interior view. Just look at this. Vintage and well designed on the sports car would be quite good to be outfit as a racing car type. Just like the 8-bar 1500 by Postal Bertone BAT1 1952 as I overtake B Batter and moving on to take the first position for myself. So first lap clear, moving on in lap number 2 to have a good look on the dashboard. Very good on the sunlight, and quite good to be feel a good partial speed handling when using the comfort soft tires, which is very more exactly to go by default when using the sports hard tires is doing more characteristic. So I had to tame this car and master very well to see this classic road car is all about fortune favors the paces and turns out to be a very good high rarity choice to go for unique. Very much more exactly to see some road cars when taking part in Red Bull Ring on a short course for a very long time, along with the 4 courses, just to have some few other sports car, hypercars, and along with Group 4 and Group 3 cars, including with the classical vehicles on the lineup sessions. And there goes for only one good short track to be proceed into the final lap, and halfway there to go for a Trailblazer, and faster lap time I took by 1 minute, 7.397 seconds. The race itself just keeps coming on and go for only one of the 3 new events for the February 2025 update until moving on in March. But today's date, March 4th, 2025 for the 3rd year anniversary of Gran Turismo 7. Okay, turn 4 clear. It's about to go butter up and feel the morning horizon as turn number 5 and 6 is coming up. Just make that turn to go here. It looks like Paul Ura is about to go down in the last place for the Unimog, and that's why this 454 commercial truck might need to have some upgraded parts. It will be ends up to go right here along with the Fiat 500 1968. That's first checkmark complete, and 100,000 GT credit is about to go for only one progress to be lined up in order. Now this car is quite good to be droppable to give a good classical on the racetrack and designed to be outfit on a short course, especially in the Le Mans 24-hour endurance. But total time I took is 3 minutes, 21.221 seconds, and third lap by the faster in 1 minute, 5.782 seconds is going classical, and make it much more high expensive is going by a 37,500 credit on the double bonus. Alright, good on the workout and receive 1 credit ticket, and that brings out to have this content replay will go reserved for only 1 part as an encore, as I'm about to be heading back to the full walkthrough to be priored after race number 6 in Porsche Cup at WeatherTech Raceway, Laguna Seca, and Schwarzwald League in High Speed Ring Reverse. Let's do the capture thumbnail image and give that spot right over here. There we go. 1 content save, and moving on to have Grand Valley Highway 1 reverse in American Sunday Cup 600 in race number 2. Looking back all of my best moments on my full walkthrough from part 1 to part 64, along with the other events is now going to be lined up in order, along with some weekly challenges that I've been obliged to be looking forward to. But I still love to enjoy it, but participation and have my priority is all about to have some prize credit and including with some 3 lineup in order. Now, this is why to put up myself and go for the Chevy Camaro CL1 1LE package 2018 with myself in the UDRS Inspirtech livery to go for 3 laps just like Ripple Ring short course as usual. Different courses, and the party is still yet to be going on, and have this main part of the content video, which is now considered to become as an updated remastered version as a regular after I just spent few hours to get my act and talented, is all about making an art is a good true kind of a masterpiece for my own vision. But after all, every artist and YouTuber will have to be formed as one to become as a good successor, like having a good roll of the masterpiece. As race number 2 begins, and get myself on a 10th position to go rolling up and feel the modern muscle car to go pack up in 649 horsepower will go quicker up and get finished in first place in about 3 seconds by 3 laps will be entered on turn 1 by the tunnel. Here I go and give a good speed, handling, and concentration is all I need to get things remain focused. Got a good eye onto Chevy Camaro SS on the yellow and blue one, followed by Eagle Fraga in the 1958 Chevy Corvette C1. Got to keep it nice and neat and let a Kachal to go first, S-turn on chicane, and have the lineup in session between 3 Camaros and 1 classic Corvette. Alright, that's more like it. Got to go on the left side and make it much more drag reduction run to go embrace it and give a good double overtake before entered on sector 2. Just have to keep it nice and tight. Handling is the key. That's why I'm always have to keep a nice and good response to have a good handling when using the gas. It's only down to 8.5 seconds and currently in the middle of sector 2. Got a good eye on A. Felix in the 1969 Chevy Camaro C28. Let's go in there. Just have to go patient and feel a good modern muscle car to pack up to go for the BA engine. Third sector comes in and have the hairpin to go swoop in and go counter up steering without taking too much pressure. Got to go traction 1 to be safeties on and moving up in the 5th position until moving up to have be better on the Ford Mustang Mach 1 1971. As I really think about Grand Valley Highway 1, it's almost to be identical than the original version since Gran Turismo 1 and 6 back then. But do you remember back from February 2023 update when this track is becoming a location to be marked and placed on in Big Sur Highway 1 coast in the state of California? I kind of think about this reimagined version, it turns out to becoming much more perfect and similar to the original location counterpart. But I still love it, and it still have a good nostalgic ways and still has some good roots for Polypity Digital to get this track to be reimagined itself and one good kind of a view to be located in Pacific Ocean. It's very perfect for every road cars and race cars all together to have a good matter of racing diversity. Just like old times to have a good nostalgic ways by having a good playing on Gran Turismo 1 to be entered in race 1 of the GT Cup. But you guys may remember back then, but still have a good nostalgic roots to see a good eye on a Dodge Viper GTS as a blue with white stripes. Now in the reverse direction, Daniel Solis is now currently driving with the same Dodge Viper GTS 2002 with the red and white stripes. But same energy and different opposite is all about to have a good American sports car to go embrace it to be packed up with a B10 engine. Now let's see how my Camaro CL1 1LE performance package is going to have to take on with the Dodge Viper, because this track focused muscle car will be taken on with the OG sports car. Alright, very good sense of communication. Got to get behind on Daniel Solis, exiting on the hairpin and go steeper on the hill climb. The column before the overtake will might need to be on standby until the outside corner to make a good clear path to the opening. Now here comes the final corner, nearly there, and I have a good spot on the overtake to get up and go. As lap number 2 is about to go finishing up soon until the final lap is about to go mark on the arrival. Just have to go patient up and get back on turn 1 inside the tunnel to keep it nice and neat, and headlights will be turning on. Now coming out on the outside and headlights turning off. Alright, my style of driving is doing well. Just only have one chicane coming in and get things to go swooper on the main turn to go curb up on the left. Alright, just had to make it calm and update faster lap time earlier by 2 minutes, 11.261 seconds. So I had to work it out, practice, and get shape up. Is all about to have some flight racing events, and then the weekly challenges is all about to have a masterpiece to go be creative. So it's doing well, and going increase on the defense by 4.8 seconds as I had to stay strong and keep it together to be on the best session, and currently in the middle of sector 2 to go mark on the blue. Just hold it steady and have that corner turn to go counter up. Alright, that's good by 39.733 seconds, and minus on the blue in 0.883. Third sector comes in and make that good stretch to go climbing up and give it a good strength to be pace up on the go. But also yet, I'm always have to keep a good master boat to be well embraced to have the same energy back from the final exam on Gran Turismo 1 with using the Dodge Viper GTS. So it's about to get closer, final stretch, and beat my lap time to go clear up and obtain the podium. And solid fun work and first place and check mark number 2 received. That's 2 down. 3 to go, and currently to have Racer Turbo Sports Car to be heading up in Autodromo de Interlagos. Now let's see the results. Total time in 6 minutes, 32.220 seconds, and fastest lap time I took is 2 minutes, 7.437 seconds on lap number 3. Top on the modern muscle car, and very Okay, next take and action. 4:37 seconds. Top on the modern muscle car and score 1 for the UDR. Top on the modern muscle car and score 1 for UDRS Inspotec after last week from the previous challenge is all about racing ejected and go mark on the first position. And here's the prize money on 67,500 credit, double up on 50%, and 9.9 miles plus 19.1 equals 29 miles by receiving a 4-star roulette ticket. Second replay content is up, and give a playpad position to be preferred around on lap number 2 between the Camaro CL1 1LE track package and the Dodge Viper GTS. And there it is right now, right on cue, and give this good thumbnail image to have a good spot on the captured. Just have to go and make it much more slower, and there you go. Beautiful and perfection, like having a red versus blue moment. Blue team wins and red team on second. Just like that, and let's go proceed to Brazil, folks. Time for the blast from the past to give a good moment in Racer Turbo Sports Car to be proceed on the third round and get myself to have a 2017 Nissan GT-R Nismo is about to go at the ready. So I just did remember, and this time I'll have to go without a wide body kit. It's about to be well equipped and get entered to have a good course before heading up to Interlagos. Now, the main performance point is now going to be remain by 668.64. It's going to be good to go and give a good aspiration on turbochargers to give a good feel and run down for a memory lane back from part 33. Good thing I just remembered back then, and very good to have a 1-3 car collection that related to the Toyota Supra as a collection. But you know it is. The 1988 Toyota Supra 3.0 GT Turbo A is the main example before this event is now being unlocked as well. Got to admit, 5 laps is all I need to give a best time moment and give a good embrace to have a racing up reunion. This will be different, and weekly challenge is about to be ready up, get set, and go for 3rd place or higher with road car or racing car type to be tuning up requirement to have an aspiration to be outfit in turbo. Now let's get the show on the track and get down on Senate S in turn 1 and 2 to get behind and overtake Ryota Kokobun in the RE Amera FD3S RX-7. Going on Cuba to Seoul and passing through on P. Leonore in the Nissan Skyline R33 GTR B-Spec 1997. So here it comes. Got to stay behind with the Nissan Fairlead Z before coming in at Sector 2 on Turn 4. Alright, just like good times and momentarily to have a good race and weekly challenges just like I just did from the full walkthrough as a main car collection request. So heads up, as Okamoto in 12th place in the Toyota GR Super RC 2020 to get in and enter on hairpin 1. Got to make it nice and slow and go line up in formation. Just wait for it and find a good opening before coming up after turn 2 hairpin and 3rd hairpin right at the spot and give a good feeling touch to be nearby on the apex and the second one to go exit out. Alright, Sector 2 clear. Now, going in at Sector 3. Got a good eye on Jose Serrano in the Ford Sierra RS 500 Cosworth 1987. Got to go amp up the speed and wait until the clear opening path to be entered on the overtake spot. That's the ticket. 8 more cars to go and down to the gap by 17.7 seconds left until lap 2 proceeds. Very much more well-handed and going by 7 more turbocharged cars left to go. Feels like I'm finally get the hang of it to be driving up to have a nice kind of an R35 GTR as Nismo version. Overtake Iko Fraka in the Toyota Super RC 1997 and go straight directly at Sector 2. Gonna have to get behind with Manel Rodriguez. He's on the R34 Skyline GTR B-Spec 2. Wait, and then going on turn 5, we'll be passing on through. Alright, looks like my good style of the strategy is going to be different in racing perspective that you guys really might have to come and check it out for my full walkthrough on the playlist. But don't worry, I still have to be working on in session to have this main part of the content video to become as the complete edition during my time on live stream in session. But hopefully, if I had to get 90 subscribers left to go for a requirement, this was to get closer to be reaching up to 910 subscribers where to be remain to go for the countdown. So help me out, viewers. I'm not alone, and this is what I need to get up to 1,000 subscribers is the good key of requirement to make my goal to become as good successful as a better YouTuber. And here it goes, moving up onto the 3rd position down to 9.5 seconds. It looks like T. Yamanaka just took the fastest lap time by 2 minutes with a decimal of 0.060 seconds until I just claimed the fastest run time by a minute 51.012 seconds. Just almost there. I have a good eye on Ethan Lim in the Nismo 400R 1995. There he is right now. Let's get in there and give a good all-wheel drive overtake to be passing on through. Superb GTR run and heading back in the second sector. Now, all I have to do is going to go patiently and wait until T Yamanaka in about 3.1 seconds left to go, and then first position and halfway mark on lap 3 is all about to have my good racing skill perspective is going to have to do a yet more similar like last time back from my full walkthrough on the current part. But same time in the race and different strategy is all I need to have a good running drill or the practice as the weekly challenges just came in by the arrival. Just have to go on hairpin 3 by the exit. Almost there. Just only down by 1.3 seconds left. And then the third sector resumes and coming back in onto the main spot of the turn. But this time, just had to make a calm before the overtake by the penultimate lap on number 4. We will be on standby until the straightaway. We have to get up and make a good opening spot. Let's give the side by side to make a good push, and brake zone coming right in. Alright, that's very good. First position, here I come, and I'll have to do what it takes for UDRS Insportec for the Nissan GTR Nismo 2017 to stay on front and make it much more bright new chapter for a whole new racing game. Update on the faster lap, 1 minute, 45.502 seconds. Brilliant run and very good for all-wheel drive to keep a good clean line to be stay on the track. Now, despite of all the other efforts with the other 2 events on Toyota Supra for the car collection, but we still have the 1988 Supra 3.0 GT Turbo A is all about to have a key source to have a car collection quest. Much more nostalgia and very good to be ever to have a nice 1988 retro sports car to give a good drivetrain layout on the F-bar if you already been remembered back from Gran Turismo 1 since 1998. Just embrace it to give a good kind of nostalgia with your favorite road cars and possible to be considered to have a secondary part to be using on racing car type. We're almost there. Just have the third sector and give a good defense to be lined up and go building in by almost 3 seconds to go up and go faster. Going up on gear fifth. Just make that line to go perfectly clear and yellow highlight towards the end of the 4th lap. We'll be on the way in the final lap at number 5. Okay, Yamanaka is doing well. He's trying to catch up to my current gap. This will have to keep by some time and make it much more turbo-tastic to be amp up to good speed. Okay, that's 1 sector down, 2 to go, and gonna have to get back on turn number 4 and 5 to do the blind corner to keep a good amp up the torque and stable to stay in one piece. Just make it much more relatively to see the turbocharged GTR to stay in front line and work it like a team. But this will have to be my current lap time. It will get closer by a minute, 44.750 seconds until I have to be reaching up towards the finish line, or I'll have to leave it as well. That's good on hairpin 2. Now, make it for hairpin 3 to go perfection and line up to be in the exit. It's going well nicely. Just make the final push and get there in sector 3 to take the final stretch. Just wait for it and give a good speed to be going climbing up and make it until the 6th gear will have to be on standby along with gear 5 will do the optional way. Watch for the check flag And there you go. Faster lap time by crossing the line, and third check mark has now been done and complete. A racing reunion on number 3 for the weekly challenge has now finally complete. Almost 9 minutes, as I took 8 minutes, 55.503 seconds, and perfect on the faster lap time on the 5th, 1 minute, 42.851 seconds. It's not over yet until 2 races to go, along with a special event in Osage Village for the Peugeot 205 GTI 1-make race and WRC Group B edition at the Tri Mountain Circuit. But it'll have to call it in, and much more exactly to be almost by 100,000 GT credit to be stay remains on 94,500 credits. And there you go. Warm-up practice is doing well. Attempted to have a 13.5 miles. 13.5 miles plus 39.2 equals 52.8. And plus for the 200,000 GT credit on the ticket acquired, and wait until the 500,000 will be coming up soon. We'll be embraced to have a good 2-stage grand finale along with the penultimate. Speaking of which, I'll have to do the dirt content replay and give the playback position. Might need to have a thumbnail image. Got to go in 4 minutes and 40 seconds to be take place in hairpin 3. But good as ever, might need to have the front view to go close in. And that's more like it. Just give this R35 GTR Nismo with the UDRS Inspirtec, exit, and give this content replay to be saved. So folks, as I made my decision, this will be well determined to choose for a new kind of a livery design on the Peugeot 205 GTI 988. But I'll have to go to Osage Village and get myself prepared to go enter to explain the description on the special event for the first race. Polish your FF driving skills in this 1-make race that featured hot hatch of the 1980s. 3 laps, and very good as ever to be tested to do some warm-up on the custom race thanks to my OCs to do a lot of racing practice to go in session. But feast your eyes on this moment, you guys. But here it is. The 1988 Peugeot 205 GTI Vision Total Drama official entry driver is about to be set and go for the participation to have some settings required to go by 534.77 performance points. Will be checked to go for the height adjustable sports. LSD on fully customized. Full control computer is now been set by 100%. Close ratio on transmission to be in high. Followed by to have that racing air filter, semi-racing in the muffler, and brake system on drill disc in the racing category. Along with 3 engine tuning, I got everything set up with a high lip camshaft S, titanium connecting rods and pistons, racing crankshaft, and 2 stages of weight reduction. Followed by to have the clutch and flywheel to be set in semi-racing. All set, tuned, and raring to go. Will be embraced to give a good 1-make race, as the penultimate will give a good classical hot hatch to be styled in the FF. But good thing, all the practice to be workout in session to be paid off from the custom race. And then special event is about to be ready to go for the real challenge. Will be face up and go for 3rd place or higher as a good hot hatch racing objective to be styled and go for the 1-make category. Then let's see how it goes. Rolling start and fully tune up to go for a 3-second countdown and wait until the green before going faster up towards turn 1 on the hairpin. And it's up right now, and give a good middle session to get behind on Van de Waal in the 9th position. There we go. Let the overtake begins and give a good feel for a Peugeot 205 GTI 988 in the Vision Total Drama official variation design. Much more similar to the Chevy Corvette CR1 6th generation 2009 in a different style variation in the color. But I just spent 30 minutes to make this livery before proceed onward to have a 1-make race category for this part of the weekly challenge. It's all about to give a good retro hot hatch and make it much more tunable like a basic Group B rally car. But more likely, it actually does to have this most different look as a rally car to be take part of the WRC back from the late 1980s along with a Turbo 16 Evolution 2 counterpart. The handling is good, the speed is excellent, and the exterior parts will give a good tune on the spec, and the front bumper just perfectly to have the rally lights is all about to have a good kind of a one-make category is well reserved. Along with the other same models to have a different set of livery in different colors, this one is quite good to be amazing to have this Vision Total Drama livery to be take part as a custom race event, which is very more indeed to have a good kind of a retro FF hot hatch. So look at it go. First position in the lead by having one lap before having 2 sectors clear, and the third sector will take a good minimum top speed requirement to go by over 75 miles per hour. Got to do with the acceleration and go by in. And this corner we'll have to go for a dive on in to have the hill climb to go amp up the speed. So here it goes. Just wait until the downhill is about to go faster, and then the final corners will keep a good watchful eye on the brake zone. But if you're about to see the apex, now's the time to do it and give a good style of the acceleration to make it respond and good on the steer. Okay, first lap down and moving on in lap 2 by receive a faster lap time in 2 minutes 23.733 seconds. But you guys might have to take a good look. It turns out to become as a basic road-going rally car. But I bet you guys like it. This one is all just for only one different set of the colors and trims, just to see that if you really want to make this design to go for a different set of colors. But the decals will remain the same if you're about to have the different decals to be changed up on the different colors. That's how it is. Every artist is all about to have a different variation to make this different design and give a good different set of colors, just like all the previous team seasons from Total Drama. But this one is the most kind of the official livery variation on this Pescia 205 GTI is now well perfectly to go for the participation in the one-make category. But it's been a while that I never make any Total Drama liveries for a long time, but I've always been focusing with DreamArt livery style dispenser to be currently on the characters that related to the 4th season of Dispenser Camp Carnival of Chaos. But recently, I just remembered back from the latest episode that Spencer just got booted out from Red Team, but instead, no elimination, and that might give a team swap. But what can I say? Spencer just got booted out from Red Team, and he is going to be moving to Blue Team. But I'll have to get back to do some racing topic, and currently to have the good flow tactics and see the 205 is gonna have to go climbing up as usual from the first lap. Okay, by over 75 miles per hour. They should do very well by 80 miles per hour to go up and make it to go downhill whenever you're reaching up by over 110 miles per hour. Just hold it steady up. And very good to have a roll bar cage on Type C is perfectly to give a good weight and proceed on forward to be entered in the final lap. 2 minutes, 19.885 seconds. So this is it. First round of the race in the Pescia 205 GTI one-make race is about to be finishing up, and very good for a long distance gap by 28.173 seconds away from 9 opponents. Just give a good feel of the Sport Soft tires rather than using on the Comfort Soft, and that brings out to give a good lightweight handling for this French hot hatch is going to be good on the retro and basic to be driving on the dirt and snow courses. Gotta keep it steady up, stay on the tarmac, and perfect line check to be entered right back at Sector 2. I'm halfway there on the track, folks. is about to get finishing up soon until WRC Group B edition at the Trail Mountain Circuit for race number 5 will be coming up. But I can't wait. The 3rd year anniversary of Gran Turismo is still going on for this day, and even so, to have a good part of the celebration, to have your favorite cars and your favorite events on different tracks. So I still really think about my Chevy Corvette CR1 6th generation 2009 with my UDRS Inspirtec in the Jetstream blue metallic tint coat. But I'll have to give it a much more nice personality pick and giving a good style in blue. So it's almost there. Already in the middle of Sector 3. Just have to take one more on the hill climb and just have to be tame on the mountains. That's how this hot hatch is all about. Just climb around the mountains, and then this will be perfectly to go all set and will audition to have the finish line to go place up in the first. Sprint to the finish, and time's ticking. Wait for it, and there you go. Perfect, and well, challenge complete on race number 4 by receiving a 4 check mark. Now let's have a good check on the total time, and close as ever by over 7 minutes. Added by 1.97 seconds, and fastest lap in 2 minutes, 18.289 seconds on the 3rd lap. Perfect, and well obliged to have some new subscribers by coming in during my session on the live stream. But look at this, folks. 90,000 GT credit by the bonus. Good clean, and 50% as well. Today's driving marathon, when you're in Osage Village, 10.2 miles plus 71 miles equals 81.3 miles of today. And as for the thumbnail image for the replay, let's have a good look and give a good view on perspective in the duration of a minute and 50 seconds. Alright, let's have a good check to go for the captured thumbnail image. Wait for it, and take place in hairpin 3. But much more classical and mixture with the Total Drama livery all together to have this spot right over here. Now for the content replay save, and there you go. Perfection, and give a good cart number on 205. So race number 4 is done and complete. Now, Trail Mountain Circuit for the WRC Group B edition, here I go. And this time, a different classic Group B rally car besides the Pescia 205 Turbo 16 Evolution 2. But I'll have to decide and go for the Audi Sport Quattro S1 Pikes Peak 1987. It's about to be ready up, and have some compound racing tires is about to be checked and suitable to have a determined to go with the racing hard. But almost forgot, I might need to have medium and soft tires to be available on purchase, just in case if you're about to go prove yourself and make it more retro on the Group B rally car without a turbocharged kit. Now let's find out and give a 5 times tire wear and 6 times fuel consumption versus 10 laps around Trail Mountain Circuit. This will be a good moment, viewers. Classical Group B rally car versus modern Group B rally car from the past and present all together for the 3rd year anniversary for GT7. The weekly challenges is all about to have your best pick, and your favorite courses is all about to have your favorite kind of the Group B rally car. Time of day to go for a late morning, and let's do this. Last race for number 5 will go classical Group B to face up and give a fuel management to be stationed up to go for 10 lap in about 3 seconds to go green. Up I go, and going on the slipstream before approaches on turn 1 to get behind on the Pescia 205 Turbo 16 Evolution 2 1986. So going on turn 3, dive on in, passing through and overtake the Hyundai Genesis Group B rally car to take the 4th turn inside tunnel number 1. Once you're about to go out from tunnel 1, turn 5 is going up and get closer to have some few other modern Group B rally cars to get behind and station to be placed up to be entered on sector 2. See? I've always had to get used to it. just only the Audi S1 Quattro Pikes Peak 1987 is a very good kind of a time attack rally car to go climb up and get a lot of good speed when you're entered on the 6th transmission gear. Let's do the full straightaway and proceed on tunnel number 3. We have to go line up and overtake before coming up on turn number 9. Just wait for it. Moving on in position 7. Let's get down, dive on in, and steer well carefully to have a good spot position to keep it safe. This is where the retro Group B rally car, just like the Audi S1 Quattro Pikes Peak, is a good kind of a classical masterpiece, which is going to be take part of the Pikes Peak International Hill Climb back from 1987. But also yet, as a Group B rally car to take on with some modern Group B cars, this will go basic up and control it to have a nice natural handling balance to go for a 50% amount. Once you're about to go clear and exit on turn 13, turn 14 and 15 to take the last part. Alright, very good respawn and feedback to go pushing in. Almost there. Fuel is doing well and stay by 88%. First lap down, moving on in lap 2. Got a good eye on Azahara in the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution Final Edition Group B, mark on the 5th, followed by with Tsubaki in the Ford Mustang Group B rally car. Got to do this again and keep it nice and careful. It's all about mastering with a vintage kind of a classic rally car will be put up to the test. Okay, just have to stay behind on turn 5, keep it careful. Just switch it up into the radar before proceed back on sector 2. Okay, turn 8 coming in. Ford Mustang is going for the middle section towards the outside. Got the right pass and down to the remaining gap in 8.3 seconds to go, followed by with S-Han, G. Kudo, and K. Hooper. Going up by top speed in 162 miles per hour. Here it goes again. Got a good eye on the Honda NSX Group B rally car, followed by with the Ford Focus Group B rally car on the 2nd and 3rd. Just not yet to be far enough. 3rd sector comes in and follow through to have turn 10 through turn 12 to get in and get smooth out in style. Approaches in and make it on the brake zone to get behind with 2 modern Group B cars to stay together for the lineup of the battle in 2nd place. I see S-Han. He's already took the final turn. Just make a good patient. Got to go old school style racing and stay in and remain on the tarmac to go in one piece, but no contact or without getting caught by the wall barriers. Faster lap time from 2 minutes and 6 seconds into 2 minutes 5.981 seconds. Okay, that should do well, and steady up partially balanced is all about to do some skill set. So it's almost there, down to 3.1 seconds left. Going again at turn 4. Make that first tunnel to go perfection clear without losing enough grip. 5th turn clear, and there it goes. Almost there by 1.4 seconds to go. But this race is going to be tricky. But however, if it's going to be well challenging up to have a better kind of a retro Group B rally car, just bring the Subaru Impreza rally car 1997 or the Toyota Celica ST205 1995. That will be a very good recommendable for only one good kind of a nostalgia 1990s rally car to face up with the 1980s and modern Group B cars to see how it feels. But look at it go. Dive in at turn 9, perfection, clear, and still remain without having one contact before right back at the 3rd sector. But very skillful, very well tame up the drift and achieve to stay in balance during the part of the Group B race, but only on the dirt and snow courses, and very well challenging up to go for a contender by entered in the Dirt Champions. But I wonder if it's going to be having one good part of the Dirt Champions before the upcoming weekly challenges. But I'll have to put this up and have it onto the dot in prediction if it's going to be having one Dirt Champions for the upcoming weekly challenges. But all I have to do is just have to be wait and patient, along with some few other events on Clubman Cup Plus editions on the main follow-up on the Chili Pepper difficulty. So steady up I go. Fourth lap is about to get closer onto the halfway mark, and update for the fastest lap time I took recent in 2 minutes 1.608 seconds. Let's see how S-Han can go, and momentarily to be putting up to have a lean 6 will give a good partial lead to stay remain on the field. By having lean 6, this will do perfectly to go for a 0 stop and stay remain to be exactly as well. But it takes a slightly risk, just have to use it wisely and keep a good watchful eye on the fuel notification until going down below by exactly in 10%. Just one at a time, just take a little bit patient, just only have one race and one stop only to have some different compound tires to be optional. But it really does matter to have some good potential to be take part after finishing from the GT series for the championship event. But more likely, other kinds of challenges to come and some few other extra menu books to be serving up by having one brand new part of the latest event. But I don't know, if I had to be think about to see which kind of a brand new event before the upcoming update in March 2025 after last month from February. But maybe I'll have to find out soon enough if everybody would like to give a dot and prediction about the next 3 cars, or make it much more exactly to have some good recommendation. Or maybe if I had to think about the 5th generation Corvette, which is going to be more likely to be coming to Gran Turismo 7. But mostly Chevy fans will think about the 5th generation Corvette. That would be a very good ultimate lineup to go for the masterpiece and give the C1 to go all the way to C8. But I can hardly wait to feel it, but especially for the Caterham is going to be having one good important roster for the next game update. But still yet to come, and 3rd year anniversary just always about to keep on racing, stay clean, and find your line on the track. So now coming in on the 5th lap, this will go tricky up and go halfway there by 50% to go remain. Just only have 1 plus remain, and just have to get down to have the first sector to go again. Okay, moving on in sector 2. Just keep it together. ABS is still fully well default and all balanced to be steered well directly to go correction on the get-go. Looks like S-Han is doing well. He's going on the defense and catches up to my current position at 15.3 seconds on the gap. Let's do it on turn 9. Same as ever, so I had to watch myself without getting caught on the barrier by contact. Okay, make a good masterpiece racing line perfection and give it a good feel on our management reserve to be at 45%. Okay, that's good on the 13. Going down and have the last 2 turns on 14 and 15 to go again. Alright, that's good on the 15. Full stretch and moving up to have 5 more laps to go until make it into 4 laps left. Proceed onto the 6th. And close as ever to have a current recent lap time by 2 minutes, 2.266 seconds. Alright, Asaharla is at the pits, racing soft tires, check, and still remain by having a hard racing tires is going well. Okay, let's keep it together. I'll have to keep it well defended to stay in first place, and S-Han will have to keep a good watchful eye out if he's going to the pits. Going up and have sector 2 to be resumed. Proceed with good natural all-wheel drive balance. Okay, there we go. Just give 22.1 seconds and make it much more full throttle acceleration. You'll get there and give a good solid classical time attack on the Audi S1 Quattro Pikes Peak. We'll give a good feel and wait until the 10th and final lap. We'll be switching into Power 1. But close as ever, I'll have to be patient and wait until the 8th lap early before at the end by optional choices of determine. So it's almost there, and time of day is 12 p.m. in afternoon. Okay, let's dive down again, and 13 turn to go clear up on the left. Proceed as possible. Got to tame it and master very well on the S1 Quattro. Pikes Peak is all about to give a good skillful and solid up on the main speed straightaway. Now let's have a good check on the course map. Got to go on lap number 7. Wait until the 6th lap finish. Okay, now let's see how it does, as Han is still well ongoing and just right on the cue. G. Kudo is in pit stop on the 2nd, K. Hooper in the 3rd, Art Cullen is on the 4th, and a few other drivers will have to be wait partially in standby before switching up on same tire compound or go for a different selection. Just have to wait and give a good solid on standby to keep a good watchable eye out to have one good possible moment to give a 30% on the refuel requirement. Okay, hold it up. There might be some few other spectators coming around. Okay, it's about to go closing up, and Trailblazer is coming in at the 12th position driver. Let's go proceed forward, and Solidarity to be in 27% remain. Just almost 1 minute on the gap, and there you go. Adding up by a second, and that will have to take a possibility to stay up front and keep more defense to buy some time. Now that's the spirit. Hard compound tires is doing well, working up, and give a good partially patient until the calm before the pit stop will be going on late. So look at the drivers go. Currently to be forward to be on turn number 6 and 7 before passing on through to go on turn number 8. Just almost there. And I have a good far distance eye on the Pescia 205 Turbo 16 Evolution 2 1986. Moving into the 8th lap and 2 more to go. Pit stop is about to go partially on the signal and right on the cue. And there it is right now. Let's give a 1 lap plus overtake, and the blue zone is calling out. Okay, very good on the blue flag. Take the 5th turn and slide it well, go and grip. Okay, very good, absolutely, to have the 9th lap to go penultimate coming up. Just only have 1 pit stop, folks. Only 1 pit stop to choose the right pick at the Group B rally card, which is going to have to go classic or modern if you're about to be as their fan favorite. Now coming out onto the full straightaway at the tunnel, and turn 9 to go smooth up to be deaccelerate in style. Okay, mark on the check in sector 3. Let's keep going. And wait until the 11th place driver, followed by where the 10 is currently ongoing. They're still going at it. Just only had to take the 7th lap, and then I'm going in directly to the pits. Just look at them go. They're about to go full straight after turn 15, and soft racing tires will be going up by a resource requirement. But I'll have to take some time and let the other drivers to go passing on through, and yet currently to be entered when they're on sector 2. So here comes the cutscene, and have my crew to be ready up to have the soft racing tires as I call in to request. Just wait for it, and no need to have the dominant recommendation to get things to go smooth up, and importantly to have the refuel requirement to go maxed out. Alright, tire set, and wait until the refuel. Alright, good as new, and save it later on before the final lap. We'll go out lap on the run. Just make it more patient, and still enough apparently for having a first position to go all in, and still around by a minute and 15 seconds until the reduce will have to go down. Just have to keep trying and keep it go. Now this is what I ever think about the WRC Group B edition at the Trial Mountain Circuit. Is all about to have a good patient on calm until you have to wait until the 9th lap to take the out lap and go time attack in lap number 10 to go for the final run. I've been planning to do this for a few weeks, and this is going to be a very good time attack moment when you're entered to go up and place up defendant to be in first place. Let's go out in the tunnel and go full stretch on the straightaway to get back to the Pescia 205 Turbo 16 Evolution 2 on 12th place. Alright, very good on the blue zone, and wait until to the total gap update by 48.4 seconds. On the way, and steady up to go closer on turn 12 to be touching up the apex. Okay, steering well. Just steer well carefully without losing enough spin out. Full stretch on the way, and here comes the 10th and final lap. Let's go for the time attack and give a power one. We'll be going rev it up to the limit. So far so good, and racing soft tires to go basic up without a high turbocharged RPM is going double check and make it more normal by default. This is going to be the very tough moment and very closest ever to be tamed up with the handling. By mastering the Audi S1 Quattro Pikes Peak 1987, it's all about master the line and master the balance. Is going to be a very good classical Group B rally car will be put up to the test. Only on the tarmac is going to be more challenging to keep it up and stay well maintained on the grip. Once turn 8 clear, full speed up ahead on tunnel number 3 to go for the second straightaway to have a good mark before coming up in turn number 9. Got to choose a moment and have suitable precision to go up and mark on the apex to keep it clear. Perfection, and make the final sector to go in at number 3. Let's follow through on turn 10 through 12, and I have a good eye distance on the Hyundai Genesis Group B rally car to have the 11th position. There's C. Wang. Let's go take it. and push it to the limit by one more time. Hold it steady and work it together. It's gonna have to take a little bit more partially to go motion up and remain on the course. Exiting on turn 15, full stretch, and watch the checkered flag to have a good eye on the left. And there it goes. Came in first, and check mark number 5 has now successful to be reaching up by 100% complete. Now that's classical Group B competition, folks. On the tarmac and more impressive environment to go cruising up and give a good time attack to have a rival by a minute, 57.621 seconds in the total time of 20 minutes, 55.925 seconds. And that's why mastering the Audi S1 Quattro Pikes Peak 1987 is a challenging balance that you have to get yourself proven up, or you might have to go tuning up on the suspension. But after all, 97,500 credit is well earned and give a good price up the double in 50%. Outstanding, and 500,000 Gran Turismo credit has now earned by competing in a weekly challenge. So good for the total mileage by 120.8 miles, and call it in by having a FIP content replay for the requirement. Let's give a good perspective to be viewed by 2 minutes and 30 seconds on a different view in lap number 2. Got to skip it on 10 seconds and make it more preferred to be at over 3 minutes. Alright, gonna be take place in sector 3. Wait until the front view to go capture up and make it more masterpiece perspective to be closer up and give this spot right over here. Good enough and well deserved to have the content replay when entered in race number 5 of the February weekly challenge in the WRC Group B edition at Trial Mountain Circuit. Okay, that's good enough, and go for the payday to be heading back to the GT garage. It's been so fun out there to have a good 3rd year anniversary of Gran Turismo 7, everybody. Just for me, and make this part for only one content video to have my channel to make it like a complete edition. But sometimes, whenever it comes in to make your own kind of a video, just might have to do some recording session or make your own on live stream video. But after all, I'm just really thinking about putting myself to have my channel to become as a producer, which is gonna have to do some perspective and production to have my own kind of a content video by becoming as a complete edition. But make your own is the best way to make things to go be creative. But now, let's do some payday to go earning up and have 100,000 Gran Turismo credit, followed by 200,000 and 500,000 GT credit in 3 tickets. But almost there to going up by 100 million credit. This will give a good double up on the earning and have myself to go for optional on the roulette tickets. Starting out to have a 5-star ticket as expiration date on March 10, 2025. Let's open up and see which one should I receive to have a good prize. Go for the credit if it's going to be 500,000 or 1 million. But third choice, 100,000 GT credit is currently to go normal on the silver rarity. Alright then, now for 3-star ticket, lineup in session. It's gonna be having one pick of the 3 cars or a credit. Let's see what it is. And talk about having a low common payday, so it'll have to give it by 5,000 GT credits. Okay, that's good enough. Second 3-star ticket, receive the give, and let's find out soon enough if I had to go by 100,000 or 500,000 Gran Turismo credit to give it luck. Close enough and commonly to have a 10,000 GT credit. But I was right and I stand correctly. Third 3-star ticket is up, and let's see how to go on the fortune. Come on. Let's see how Lady Luck is going to be played out. Well, it's going to be 5,000 credits. low earning, and try harder to go for a high stake of the luck. Alright, now, last but not least, for third star ticket is on the clock, and let's see the prices should I get. And there is the 2019 Mazda 3 is now acquired, and give a good acquirement to be having a good kind of a hatchback all-wheel drive road car to be stored into the garage. And there you go, road car, and good to be registered to have a good index to be placed up and collect the points by 37 points. Alright, 3 4-star roulette tickets later, and this one is about to go for the last one until this will call it in for a day. And here is the main current common prize to go receive with 10,000 GT credit. Update, and so far so close enough to have 100 million GT credit or 1 million GT credit to go update into 94 million. But I have 93,817,364 credits as I just recently to go for the first 4-star roulette ticket to get the Lamborghini invitation as expiration date on April 3rd, 2025 is gonna be quite good to be having one good available hypercar on the Lamborghini video. Year 3 in Gran Turismo 7 has now come in a long way, everybody. I kinda think about it's good, enjoyable, and 5 event in weekly challenges after February and early in March. I kinda think about having some 2 new events recently in Sunny Cup Classic at Red Bull Ring Short and Pescia 205 GTI 1-make race at Osage Village, along with other 3 events as usual for having a good race of turbo sports car as I have to go for the Nissan GT-R Nismo 2017 with my UTRS in Sportec. Run down memory lane, and also for the American Sunny Cup 600 at Grand Valley Highway 1 in reverse direction, just give a good bearing up to have a red versus blue moment between the Chevy Camaro CL1 1LE Track Edition and Dodge Viper GTS 2002 to go for the red and white stripes, along with the Ferrari 500 Mondeo Pininfarina Coupe 1954. I kinda like about this classic road car, and still popular and very high expensive from the Legend Car dealership, is the first one that I just really enjoyed to get behind the wheel. Much more vintage and good style on the classic, is well reserved to have a good consideration as a racing car type, but it still have a good high expensive vehicle as a road car, but much more respect and give a good valuable endorsement to have a 5-star rating and make it for having a 10 out of 10. With all respect, every car driver and car fans who really like about classic car is still have a good ancient heritage from the 20th century. Just like the Audi S1 Quattro Pikes Peak 1987, still perfectly to have a good placement and debut when entered in the WRC Group E edition at the Trial Mountain Circuit. But also yet, the celebration for year 3 of the anniversary for Gran Turismo 7 still coming up until at the end of the day in March 4, 2025. Just like year 2, as I just went down to do some custom race preparation to go with Vision Total Drama Fan or Racing Introduction and UTRS in Sportec Racing Introduction to go for the Group 4 and Group 3 multi-class. But I'll have to make sure, and this time I'll have to continue on, and then the full walkthrough we'll have to go finishing up to have some list of events as I had to get down to be moving back towards Porsche Cup in WeatherTech Raceway Laguna Seca for the Porsche Cup on race number 6, and the final part as Encore in Schwarzwald League in High Speed Ring Reverse. So I'll have to do my best and be prepared to go line up in session to have a list we'll be moving on to go wrapping up at the end of the current video. I can feel the moment and very good celebration to have a good run and 5 races in the weekly challenges along with some 7 extra menus is still yet available in the GT Cafe. I'll have to do my best, and then my journey will be continue on as well to be embraced to have a good experience and lap time challenges to keep a good watchful eye out. But I will do my best. It's going to be a lot of busy development for myself and have my channel to go by 90 to go until reaching up towards 1000 as a goal. So help me out, viewers. This will be a biggest moment to help my goal to become achievement to success. Thank you for enjoying watching the video on Gran Turismo 7. I hope you enjoyed. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, then click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. Follow me on DividendArt, Instagram, Twitter, GT Planet, Patreon, Discord, and more social media platforms. Plus, membership is now open to everyone. We'll join to get access per price levels a month with exclusive perks, custom emoji with my OCs, and many features to support the channel. It's the best way to help out with the super thanks as an extra. We'll support and grow. I'll be seeing you guys next time on Gran Turismo 7, and I look forward to see you again at the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean, and happy 3rd year anniversary!